Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. Year 5 of the Franchise Stars Baseball League has gone about 2.5 weeks into the new campaign, and we come to you live on a Sunday afternoon from Cleveland Stadium, where the Cleveland Indians host
And now,
the Toronto Blue
your
Jays. The Blue Jays pitching has been
2026
exceptional in this
Blue
series. They've
Jays
only allowed 3 runs
Stars.
over the first 2 games. They go for the sweep here in Cleveland against the Tribe. The Tribe sending rookie right-hander Bob Feller to the mound against Blue Jays lefty Andy Cooper. Cooper and his battery mate Josh Gibson, a rare Negro League battery mate here in the FSBL. But both of those men have been terrific performers for the Blue Jays over the last couple of years. Speaking of terrific, here's Feller, 1-0, a 2.87 ERA in his first 2 starts. He has struck out 16 batters, over 15 and 2/3 to strike out an inning for Bullet Bob.
Leading off the
He'll open up here against Roberto Alomar, batting .321. First pitch from Feller. Fastball at the knees for a called strike.
First pitch, 105.
Big rocking windup from Bob Feller. Alomar yanks that one down the right field line. It's hooking. It'll be well fouled. Feller's ahead of him 0-2. Rocks and deals again. Slider there. Alomar pulls it down. Out of play. O2 offering from Feller. Alomar lashes it to short, snagged by Chapman for the first out of the ballgame. Alomar smacked that one hard, but Chapman right there. Your Blue Jays lineup: Alomar, Fernandez, and Bautista. Gibson, Guerrero, and Olerud. Gruber, Vaughn, and Everett round things out for the Blue Jays. Here is Tony Fernandez. Good start for Tony, batting .322. First pitch fastball for Feller. This is up high. 3 homers, 6 RBIs. Fernandez showing a little bit of pop over these first couple. Fernandez pulls it down to first. Tomei has it. He'll take it to the bag himself for the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jose.
Always love these Blue
Bautista.
Jays uniforms. Here's Jose Bautista, 228, 5 homers, 8 RBIs in the early season for Bautista. Towers needs only 6 pitches to retire the first 2 men. Fastball there. Feller dialing that one up to triple digits, but he misses up and away. Fastball there. Bautista fouls it off. Scouting report on Feller. Pretty simple. Throws real hard. And if he throws strikes, he's going to be dangerous. But Bautista puts that one the other way. They're playing him heavily to pull. And this is going to be an easy double. Opposite field double for Jose Bautista. Larry Doby gets it in quickly. But Bautista has his second double of the season.
Gibson.
Blue Jays have a 2-out man in scoring position here in the top of the first. So that'll bring up Josh Gibson. Gibson batting .278. If either from Feller is in for a called strike. Set. Delivery. Slider misses away. 9 for his last 18. Runner-up in the Rookie of the Year award voting in year 3. Just shy of losing out to the Yankees, Joe Gordon. step forward last year. The Blue Jays expecting big things out of Gibson here in year 3. 1-2 offering from Feller. Gibson swings and misses. Feller fans him to retire the side and get out of the first. Batista stranded on second. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Blue Jays nothing. Indians coming up. On the hill for Toronto, Andy Cooper. Cooper 1-2 despite a very solid 3 ERA. 1.14 whip. He just hasn't gotten a lot of run support so far this season. For talented left. He and Gibson make up a good battery here. Here's Kenny Lofton. Lofton riding an 8-game hitting streak at 259.
Number 7.
Fires fastball. Up and inside, but it's a call strike. You see the Jays sputtering out of the gate a little bit at 5 and 10. Cooper delivers. Lofton lofts one out to left field. On the run, moving over is Greg Vaughn. He puts it away for the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Line up for the Tribe. Lofton, Lodgeway, and Al Rosen, who is off to a sensational start. Manny Ramirez, Jose Ramirez, Larry Doby. Ray Chapman round out your Indians lineup. Here's Lodgeway batting 268. Big fastball from Cooper on the black on the outside corner. There it is. And delivered. Fastball high in the zone. Lodgeway chasing. Count goes to 0-2. At 333 over his last 8 games. Cooper delivers. Fastball brings him up. Lodgeway goes down looking, and he knew it. First strikeout for Andy Cooper. And there's 2 away quickly here in the bottom of the first.
The designated hitter, number 9.
So that'll bring up Al Rosen. Rosen scorching the ball in the early season, batting 321. And he drives this one well to right. Going back on it is Batista, and all you can do is watch. Home run, Al Rosen. His 7th home run of the season, and Al Rosen off to a torrid start for an Indians offense that frankly has not been great to start off the year. But Rosen goes deep, and it's 1-0 Indians. Cooper, I think, wanted that one a bit further away than it was, caught a little bit too much plate. Even though it was down in the zone, Rosen able to drive it out of the yard. So here's Manny Ramirez. Manny batting 289. He puts this one up the middle. There's a base hit for Manny. He'll take a turn, but not go anywhere. And it's a 2-out single. So back-to-back hits for the Indians.
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
That'll bring up Jose Ramirez. Ramirez. Fastball from Cooper, misses up high. 2 homers, 8 RBIs in this early season for Ramirez. Field. There's ground ball to short. Fernandez has it. Flips it to Alomar for the force, and the side is retired. But Al Rosen, oh God, the uniform glitch. First inning. Come on, let me build up to that. Rosen for the Indians, not the Blue Jays, goes yard. It's 1-0 Cleveland. So here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 298, 2 homers, 6 RBIs.
Number 27.
open things up here against Feller to open up the second. Pulls that one down to third. Picked by Ramirez. Throws first is one away.
Batting six, the first baseman, number 9.
So that'll bring up John Olerud. Olerud playing first base. Batting .260, homer and 5 RBI. Gets the sign. Delivers. First pitch, that's a high strike ball. 4-1. That one a little bit further up. That one. Called the ball. It's 1-1. Into the big line. Feeling curveball. Down in the dirt. It's 2-1. Olerud generally won't chase much. This is inside. It's 3-1. Kelly Gruber waits on deck for the Blue Jays. Olerud, high fly ball to right. Doby drifting. It's carrying a bit. Doby on the track. Puts it away for the second out. Nice job by Larry Doby. That ball kind of took off on him. Bit towards the foul.
Third baseman, Vinny Capra.
So here's Gruber, 239, a homer and 4 RBIs. Ball in for a call on strike. Now, Feller ahead of him 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed. He blows Gruber away to finish the second. Feller has capped each of the first 2 innings with a strikeout. We'll head to the bottom of 2. 1-0 Indians. Leading things off in the bottom of the second. Here's Larry Doby, 283, 2 homers, 6 RBI. Down 1. Now that one. Now goes to 1-1. There's the strike. 1-2. We're working in and out. Pitch to Doby here. Gets some chase in the slider. That's a nice pitch by Andy Cooper. Doby goes pitching. Reels in nothing but a strikeout. Second K for Cooper.
Shortstop, Ray Chapman.
So that'll bring up Ray Chapman. Chapman batted 244. Ball misses inside. 3 homers, 12 RBIs already for Chapman. Driving in some runs for the Indians from that low spot in Georgia, despite that relatively low batting. Put that one in the center, and it's a base hit for Chapman. Still a 1-out single. And Chapman on first.
Batting
Put this one right back from whence it came.
Number 25.
So that'll bring up Jim Thome. Thome, lower in the order, facing a left-handed pitcher. And it's 306 on the year. First pitch fastball, right down the middle, strike 1. 3 homers, 9 RBIs for Thome. deal. Runner goes. Gibson's throw down to second, not in time. Not a great pitch to handle. It was off the plate. Chapman picked up his fourth stolen base of the season. 1-1 pitch. Only skies this one to left. Vaughn barely has to move. Makes the grab for the second out.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Victor.
So that'll bring up the 9-hole, Victor Martinez. And Martinez having a devil of a time getting going here in year 5. He's only batting 111. Splitting, Kenji Jojima has played a bit as well. Ball at the knees for strike 1. Hard shot to second, one hopper. Alomar, so smooth. Pick to Cleveland. Throws to first, and the side is retired. So the Indians are set aside. We'll head to the top of the third here in Cleveland. 1-0 Pride. Vaughn, Everett, and Alomar due up for Toronto. Here is Greg Vaughn, 191 so far. 3 homers, 4 RBI.
Greg Vaughn.
Hello. Just played quite a bit there for ball 1. Ball down. Both count goes to 2-0. Pop foul. Out of play. Stellar deal. Swung on and missed. Count is even at 2-2. This needs to want this one down. Feller goes down with a curveball. Vaughn goes fishing. Down he goes. Third strikeout for Bullet Bob.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Carl Everett.
So, one away. Here's Carl Everett. Everett batting 143. Low quality simmer. How you doing, buddy? How did you manage to make a custom league? Well, I mean, it's not real. I mean, it's custom because of the way that I'm doing it, but it's the regular league like model, like it's all the regular franchises. I just created all the players and rated all the players, with the way that I have the league set up, and then I bring new guys in each year. Basically, I overwrite the fake guys who the game drafts and turn them into the guys who from my player list. And custom leagues. Oh, forget it. I would lose myself in this game if it had custom leagues, because I have a bunch of other project ideas I would probably do as well. Curveball from Stellar misses off the plate. The count goes full to Everett. Roberto Alomar waits on deck. Yeah, I think the only way that I would buy, this is MLB The Show's 22, the only way I would get a new version is either as Everett worked out the 1-out walk there, year-over-year saves came back, or the ability to create custom leagues, like custom league sizes and stuff like that. Here's Alomar. Alomar is 0 for 1. By custom league, I meant CPU versus CPU, and making it so the standings are updated within the league. Yeah, exactly. It's franchise mode. It's franchise mode, but I do control. Technically, I control everyone, but I have almost everything set to auto, like the roster moves, stuff like that. But I can go in and override them. So, like, if a guy gets hurt, I get a notification from whatever team that is that their roster is off, and I could click auto pick if I wanted to and just let the game do it. Usually, I'll go in and decide who gets the call up and adjust the lineup myself and stuff like that. Which sounds like it takes longer than it really does. So I handle that. I handle that stuff. Like the game handles free agents. The game handles trades. I'll override trades if they violate my couple of parameters. Again, but the whole basis of the Legend Sports universe is the Alomar Skies, this center. Lofton will put it away easily for the second out. I create these projects, and then I just kind of let them. I try to bring them to life through the announcing or writing or stuff like that. But like my fun is watching the projects come to life after I've created them. Tony Fernandez stepped in. So I try to have very minimal control over what happens once I've created. Again, I do any project that I do. I've done roster development for 25 years, I guess, at this point. I was one of the first roster developers for the official rosters for Out of the Park Baseball, way back when, and stuff like that, long before it was the huge success it is now. But I did rosters back in the High Heat, the old MVP baseball, Status Pro baseball way back when, and all that kind of stuff. So, pop up there. Lodgeway fields it out shallow right. Ends the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third. Indians 1, Blue Jays nothing. Lofton, Lodgeway, and Rosen coming up for Cleveland. Here's Lofton, flew out his first time up. SDS needs to make a college baseball game, but that would be the only way they would get a purchase at 19 and 24, but I don't play them a lot. Yeah. And it's... They do so. I don't think the college baseball thing is ever gonna happen. Just because the market for it is so small. Napoleon Lodgeway stepped in. Lodgeway struck out his first time up. But one of the things that I feel like you have a lot of, and I guess for someone doing what I do with console games, I'm old. I'm older than the usual. Most of the people around my age kind of do the board game, PC game kind of project kind of stuff. But I just bringing the project to life is so much better with this. And the show does such a good job. You can get it stats as accurate as most of those games. And if you really know what you're doing. And so I've talked before about the bias that quote unquote old folks have against console games, and they say stupid things like Twitch game and garbage like that, which kind of they don't really know what the games are capable of. So there's a bias there from them, but there's also a bias from the companies. I don't think the companies realize if they leaned in on that stuff and the statistical accuracy, and they touted that more than Diamond Dynasty and all these kind of card games and whatnot and this, that. There's a whole segment of a market out there that you could get. The number of people I have who watch my project and what I do and say, wow, I had no idea you could do something like this or create something like this on these console games or whatever like that. It's there. The companies just have to stop being so, narrow-minded and just assume that they could never get that market and, take a shot at that market. And I think they would be pleasantly surprised by it. But I may be mistaken. Rosen, who homered his first time up, goes fishing. Cooper buries a curveball down in the dirt. Nice pitch from Andy Cooper. And the side is retired. So we're through 3 here in Cleveland. Indians 1, Blue Jays nothing as we head to the 4th. Jose Bautista doubled his first time up. It was a 2-out double. He got stranded on second. Feller fan Josh Gibson to end the inning. Good curveball there from Feller. He's out in front. That pitch is cranked, but foul. Came up and in on him, but Batista turned it. Foul is received. Now Feller ahead of him, 0-2 here. Yeah, so with a slider up and away, down goes Batista. That's strikeout number 4 for Feller. There's one away here in the top of the 4th.
The catcher, Josh Gibson.
The curveball, fastball, slider. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. So here's Josh Gibson. Feller struck Gibson out his first time. Fastball there, right down the middle. Strike 1. 2 homers, 10 RBIs so far on the young season for Gibson. That was a little slider down in the dirt. Gibson goes chasing. Gibson drove in 4 in yesterday's win for the Blue Jays. We're going for the 3-game sweep. Fastball way high. Gibson doesn't chase. It is put down the side. One it away. Howard deals Gibson bounced off. Deals again. Fastball at the knees and on the black. Strike 3. That's an unhittable pitch. There's nothing Gibson can do with that. 5 strikeouts for Feller. 2 away. Here's Guerrero. Rounded out his first time up. Hold down the third. Ramirez has it. Throws the first and the side is retired. So Bob Feller looking sharp for the Indians. The rookie throwing well. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Indians 1, Blue Jays nothing. Appreciate you all tuning in here. Don Giambi and Christian Wilson get some face time, even though they haven't done a broadcast in 5 years. So Manny will lead it off for the Tribe. And Cooper sees only 30 pitches to get through the first 3 innings. Flemish, the home run from Al Rosen. Ball there, down in the dirt. One pitch. And he cranks that one with foul. He got out in front of it. Super deal. Whoa. 2-2 the count. There's another one. We're working deliberately. 2-2, fastball up and in, and the count goes full. Jose Ramirez waits on deck. Field. He fouls it off. That pitch was not where Cooper wanted. Caught a break there that Manny missed that one. That was a belt-high fastball down the middle. 3-2 pitch from Cooper. Slider wraps around the plate, and Ramirez draws a leadoff walk to open up the bottom of the fourth.
Leading off for the Guardians.
That'll bring up Ramirez. He grounded out his first time.
Ramirez.
Same. Ramirez is back-to-back. Slider there. That one's a strike. One pitch from Cooper. Half out in front of the plate. Gibson pounces on it. They're going to say that it's foul. Out now 0-2. Cooper deals. Breaking ball down and in. Gibson blocks it. Man, he doesn't take off. Good block there by Josh Gibson. 1-2. Now up. One-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice change up there from Cooper. Gets Ramirez pitching. Fourth strikeout for Andy Cooper. There's one away. Here's Larry Dope.
Number 14.
Dope, he struck out his first time. Ball misses away. Ooh, that looked like a good curveball, but was called the ball. It's 2-0. Cooper kind of flared in a bit there, wondering where that pitch supposedly was. Cooper from the set. Delivers. Fly ball to center. Everett is there. Puts it away for the second out, and he retreats to first.
The batter, number 6. Shortstop.
So here's Ray Chapman. Chapman signaled his first time. Stole second and was stranded. Pulls this one down to third. Gruber picks it, goes to second in the short way to fourth out man. And the side is retired. So we got a good pitcher's duel going on here in Cleveland. Indians lead the Jays 1-0. Feller and Cooper throwing well.
Leading off with the
Top of the fifth. Here's John Older. Older flew out his first time. Curveball. Felton. This is down and away. Hop toward second. Lodge away grabs it. Puts it away for the first down.
Now batting, first baseman, Vinny Capra.
Here's Kelly Gruber. Gruber 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Slider in there for a ball strike. Curveball in there for a called strike. It's 0-2.
The left fielder, number 23, Red Vaughn.
Sorry, I jumped off mic for a minute. I set this home for Thanksgiving college. Just got Holmes going out from his friend. Say hi to him quick. 0-1 the count here. 2 away. Feller works the ball. Holmes breaking the ball foul. 0-2. Feller rocks and fires once again. High fastball, Vaughn goes after it. Gets a piece of it to stay alive. I feel like that's probably setting up for a breaking ball away from Feller. We'll see. That's where he goes. 0-2 pitch. Nope, goes for the high fastball again, and that time Vaughn can't hold up. Feller picks up another strikeout, and down goes Vaughn, and down go the Jays. Bullet Bob, the rookie right-hander, throwing well for the Tribe. He's been terrific. We're midway through in Cleveland. It's 1-0 Indians. Here's Jim Tomei. Tomei flew out his first time. Andy Cooper throwing very well for the Blue Jays here. He's just made one mistake, and that's one more than Feller has made. Al Rose and Homer, the only run of the ball game to this point. Fastball there, misses up high. Homer pulls that slider back. 1-1. Slider misses down and away. Swung on and missed. The change-up pulls Tomei there. It's 2-2. Cooper deal. Change-up misses down low. Out goes full. 3-2 offering from Cooper. Tomei takes down and away for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk for Jim Tomei to open up the bottom of the 5th here for Cleveland. They'll look to get an insurance run. Here's Victor Martinez. He rounded out his first run. Sam, happy Thanksgiving, my friend. Hope you are well, sir. Appreciate you swinging by for your Indians here, of course. Al Rose and Homer, the only run of the ball game. Cooper checks Homer. He was not going anywhere. Drops that one, and it's 0-2. Avoiding the snow, or hopefully that continues. That ball down to the dirt. 1-2 the count. Andy Cooper and Bob Feller locked in a good one here in Cleveland. Back to the mound. Cooper knocks it down. His only play will be the first. And the throw pulls Olerud off the bag. So Andy Cooper is going to be charged with an error there. He made a nice play to knock it down. But he had time to get the slow-footed Victor Martinez. The throw was an errant one. Pulls Olerud off the bag, and now the Indians have first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Now Cooper has to try to get himself out of this trouble. The order rolls over. Here's Kenny Lofton. Lofton is 0 for 2. Change up in for a call strike. Lofton 2 for 9 in the series. This is up high. First check Tomei at second. Delivers. Misses. Fastball up and away. First walked Tomei and then made his own throwing error. Let the second run. 2-1 pitch. This is down low. It's 3-1. Good hitters count for losses. Only Lodgeway waits on deck. No speed on the bases for Tomei and Victor Martinez. Field. And another one misses down low, so Cooper's up against it here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 walks and an error have loaded the bases. Here's Napoleon Lodgeway. Lodgeway 0 for 2 on the day, 1 for 10 in the series. Cooper deal. Fastball down low. One on Walker. Modulate swings and misses at the changeup. It's 1-1. Popped up, foul ground. Gruber giving chase near the stands, reaches, and he can't make the grab. Oh, Gruber almost made the play there, but instead it's just a do-over, basically, for Napoleon Lodgeway. 1-2 offer. That one is hit well to left. That one's going to be fair. It should get the run home. Vaughn retrieves it. Tomei does not run well, but he'll get in on the sacrifice fly from Napoleon Lodgeway, and the Indians extend their lead. It's now 2-0 Cleveland. Lodgeway got that one a little bit towards the end of the bat. Does manage to get the run home, and here's Rosen. Rosen 1 for 2. Homered his first time up. Ball in for a called strike. Rosen swinging a very hot bat for the first 2.5 weeks here of year 5. Up, down, low. From the set, field. High slider misses, 2-1. Mutterings among the crowd. Cooper obviously not throwing at Al Rosen there, especially not with the break. 2-1 pitch. Rosen out to right field. Batista's going to have to play it on the hop. Martinez had to hold up to see if that might possibly be caught on the line. So it's a line drive single for Rosen, but the run will not come home. Instead, the bases are loaded. Here's Manny Ramirez. It's in a laborious inning for Andy Cooper. Ball to call strike. And he singled his first time up. His average up over the 300. Good deal. Curveball down and in. From the set. Delivered. Ball misses up high. 26 pitches so far this inning for Andy Cooper. There, Manny fouls it off. Two and two the count. The delivery. And he fouls off the table. Delivers again. Manny swings and misses. Fastball off the plate. Manny chases. Fifth strikeout for Cooper, and it's a big one. Now, here's Jose Ramirez. Cooper a chance to minimize the damage, so only the one run. Fastball in for a called strike. Bases are juiced, 2 away for Cleveland. Cooper deals. Perez fouls it off, and now Cooper's ahead, 0-2. The way this inning started, Cooper was gladly signed up for only getting out of this with the 1 run allowed. Required, finishing off Jose Ramirez. 0-2 pitch in there, called strike 3. 6 strikeout for Cooper, and that's a big one. Snuck a fastball past him inside. Cooper pumped up coming off the mound. He'll be mad at the run. But that could have been far, far worse for Andy Cooper and the Jays. We head to the 6th in Cleveland. 2-0 Indians. Here's Carl Everett.
Leading off for the
He'll lead it off against Bob Feller. Ian's rookie has been terrific so far in this one. Everett walked his first time up. Fastball. It's up high. Fastball off the plate. 2-0. The expectation, people aren't going to hit Felton. Get himself into trouble if he walks it. Howard deals. 3-0 pitch. Ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk to the 9-hole hitter, and Feller is not going to be happy with himself about that. He's now walked Everett twice. Here's Alomar. He's 0 for 2. Marsh slant is going down the left field line, slicing away foul. Feller with a big stretch to come to the set. Well, there, borderline low pitch gets the ball, and now he's ahead of Alomar 0-2. Ball, and Alomar fouls it off. Ready to deal again. 0-2 curveball gets him. Alomar clearly looking heater. 8th strikeout for Feller. There's 1 away. Here's Tony Fernandez.
Tony Fernandez.
That ball misses up and away. That one's a called strike. It's 1-1. The Jays have only 1 hit so far against Feller. That fastball is a called strike. It's 1-2. Feller deals. Swung on and missed. Down goes Fernandez. Triple digits for Feller, and that's his 9th strikeout.
Number 19, Jose Bautista.
This rookie has been everything advertised. So far, here 3 starts in his career. Here's Jose Bautista. Bautista has the lone Blue Jays hit. He doubled back in the first. Good slider there for strike one. Roll. Trying to keep him honest over there. Feller deal. Fastball at the knees. He's ahead of Batista 0-2. Looking for punch out number 10. Feller comes to the set. He delivers. High fastball, Batista chases it, fouls it off. Ties him up with a fastball inside. 10 strikeouts through 6 for Bob Feller. Down goes Batista, and down go the Jays. Dolby, Chapman, and Tomei, who I promise will wear the right uniform when he hits. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's 2-0 Indians. Here's Larry Dolby. Dolby 0 for 2. He has struck out
The right fielder, number 14.
Very laborious 5th inning for Andy. Here with a first pitch slider to open up the bottom of the 6th. Deal. Foul straight. One to count. All swung on and missed. 1-2. All there. Foul ball. One-two offering. Dolby tapped it weakly towards second. Alomar gets it, throws the first, and there's one away. Kind of looked like Alomar's throw. Handcuffed over. Held on. Awkward there at first. No harm, no foul. Here's Ray Chapman. Chapman is 1 for 2. Single back in the second. Dropped in for strike one. Down in the 1-1 the count. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 ball game. Indians getting a sensational start so far from the rookie Bob Feller. 2-1 pitch. Grounded in the hole. Backhand, nice play, Fernandez. Long throw, no shot at it. Chapman beats it out, and that's going to be an infield hit for Ray Chapman. Fernandez frames well onto the grass out in left field. Nice play, but no shot to get Chapman, who runs well. That'll bring up Tomei. He's 0 for 1. Off the glass time. Ball's a ball strike. Cooper from the set. Deliver. All down and away. This set working very deliberate. 1-1 pitch to Tomei. Changed up, this is down low. Pitcher's duel here figures to be a good one out in St. Louis. Lawrence Spahn and Bob Gibson matched up there as the Braves visit the Cardinals. Tomei swings and misses. Fastball up and in, and that evens the count at 2-2. From the set, it's an eye on Chapman at first. The dirt, good job by Gibson to block it. Chapman at the hole where he's at. The pitch, Tomei, fourth, a short, past a diving Fernandez. That's going to be a base hit for Tomei. Runner going towards third, throw in there will not be in time. Chapman goes first to third on the single by Jim Tomei. Indians have runners at the corner. Here's Victor Martinez. Martinez 0 for 2, and again, it's been a tough slog early for Vimar. He could really use a big RBI hit here. 0 for 2 today. He's rounded out last time up. Deal. Up, out to right, coming on Bautista, lays out, makes the grab. And Chapman is not going to be able to tag. Ray Chapman thought that ball was falling in. Bautista comes on, makes a diving grab to come up with it. And by the time Chapman got back to third to ponder tagging, Bautista was already up and throwing it in. Terrific play by Jose Bautista. For the second out, a possible run-saving grab. Order turns over. Here's Boston. He's 0 for 2. Boston is also walked. For the Lipsy. There's the call, strike, it's 0-2. Cooper looking to tiptoe through another jam. Pitch. Oh, it's low. It's 1-2. This will be pitch number 100 from Andy Cooper. The set. Runners at the corner. Lofton pops it up. Fernandez a couple steps on the outfield grass, puts it away, and Andy Cooper gets out of another jam. Indians leave runners at the corners. We head to the top of the 7th in Cleveland, 2-0 Indians. Here's Josh Gibson. Feller has struck him out both times. The right-hander has struck out 10 through 6 innings. That ball. This is outside. Pitch. Gibson, high fly ball to left. He gets a good hold of this one. Manny is going back. Manny's at the wall. He's looking up, and that ball's out of here. Home run, Josh Gibson, and the Blue Jays are on the board. Third home run of the year for Gibson. And the Jays finally put a blemish on Bob Feller here. The Indians have their lead cut 2-1. Good poke there from Gibson. Doesn't clear by much. Manny at first was treated like he might have a play on it. No such luck. So now here's Vlad Guerrero. Guerrero's 0 for 2. At the knees for strike 1. Guerrero is rounded out twice. No deal. Fastball misses inside. There is bullpen action going in the Toronto. We haven't seen the Cleveland. Feller had only given up a hit coming in this inning. 1-2 pitch. Ball misses away, 2-2. up high with the fastball. Full count. John Olerud waits on deck. 3-2 pitch from Feller. Slider, Guerrero gets a piece to stay alive. 3-2 offer. Swung on and missed. Down goes Guerrero. Straight cheddar there from Feller. That's his 11th strikeout. There's one away here in the top of the 7th. Challenge. Nothing fancy there. Here's Olerud. He's 0 for 2. Slider misses away. No pitch coming from Feller to Olerud. Good curveball there. Olerud. Joe Smith, the right-hander. Kent Parker, the left-hander, throwing in the Cleveland bullpen. Feller's at 88 pitches. Can certainly go one. Giving up the Gibson home run. Cleveland hastily got the bullpen actually going, just in case. Olerud out into right field. That'll hang up though. Dolby gets over, makes the play for the second out. Nice play there from Larry Dolby. So Olerud lines out, 2 away. Here's Kelly Gruber. Gruber has struck out twice so far. Feller delivers. Fastball misses inside. Crowd here in Cleveland wanted that. Broken bat number back to the mound. Feller pounces on it, throws the first gift. Gruber in the side is retired. So Josh Gibson goes deep to get the Jays on the board, only their second hit of the ballgame. 7th inning stretch time in Cleveland. It's 2-1 Indians.
Your attention.
On for Toronto, Casey Jansen. Jansen making his 8th appearance of the year. No record, a 7.04 ERA. Jansen has not been great. See if they can get his ship righted here. Of course, it's a small sample. But it hasn't been
The second baseman,
particularly good sample.
number 0.
Here's Lodgeway, 0 for 2. He's also got a sacrifice fly and an RBI that got the Indians second. Insurance. So Andy Cooper allows 2 runs over 6. Strong outing for the Blue Jays left-hander. They will turn it over to their bullpen. Cutter there. And they had a Lodgeway 0 and 2. That's a bracer down the left field line from Lodgeway, but foul. Oh, and 2 down in the dirt. Fastball up and in. Jansen ties Lodgeway up for the strikeout. There's one away.
Now back.
Here's Al Rosen. Rosen opened the scoring in the first inning with a 2-out solo homer. His 7th of the year. Ground ball hard to short, right at Fernandez. Throws the first, and there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 24, Manny Ramirez.
So that'll bring up Manny. He's 1 for 2. Manny single back in the first. Also walk. Fastball misses down and in. Mark Eichhorn and Jason Frazier pair of right-handers throwing in the Blue Jays. Tapper back towards the mound. Nice job by Jansen. The play throws the first and the side is retired. So a good job by Casey Jansen. As we mentioned, he struggled so far this year out of the Toronto bullpen. He heads to the eighth here in Cleveland. 2-1 Indians. Feller will get to start the top of the eighth.
Leading off with the Blue Jays, the left fielder.
Now, we're after the seventh inning, so I can get involved here. Clase and Shuey throwing in the Cleveland bullpen. Oh man, the Blue Jays roster just does not have a lot of lefties on it. Given Vaughn's power and it being a one-run ball game, I'm going to let them keep. Wind blowing in a bit from left center. High fly ball to center. Walton range towards the gap. He puts it away for out number one. Seven and a third. Bob Feller has allowed 2 hits, 1 run. He has struck out 11. Here's Carl Everett. Walk twice that. The ball well out of Feller's hand. They'll let him hit for himself if he gets a fastball at the knee. Daniel Clase, the closer, and Paul Shuey, both throwing in the Cleveland bullpen. Everett pops it foul. Ramirez gives chase and makes the play. Nicely done, Jose Ramirez. Raising into the Blue Jays bullpen there. For the grab, down goes Everett, and there's 2 away. Order turns over. Here's Alomar. Robbie is 0 for 3. Struck out his last time up. Down low. Almost 44,000 here at Cleveland Stadium. Watch the finale of this 3-game set. First ball in for a ball strike. It's 1-1. That's chasing Alomar. You do also chasing something like that. Fastball way down. It's the count for 1 and 2. Feller deal. Alomar put this one out in the right field. That's going to be a base hit. Dolby has to play it on the hop. Robbie Alomar has a 2-out single.
Up next to the Blue Jays,
hanging slider. Kind of came in flat. And that's going to be it for Feller. So the Indians will take Feller out of this game, the rookie right-hander, with a terrific job. He stands 11. Allows only 3 hits on the day. In a 1-run ball game, he will now turn it over to the Cleveland bullpen. It's going to be Joe Smith. Smith hasn't allowed a run yet. Only made 2 appearances. Pair of saves, actually. They used him and put him over Clase. Clase is not busted for gambling here in the FSBL. That's just a real one. Fastball for Smith. This is down low. Mendez is 0 for 3. Alomar can run at first. Certainly something to be aware of. It's deal. Ball off the plate. It's 2-0. Throw over to first. Alomar dives back in. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Throw down to second for Martinez. Not in time. Alomar gets a great jump. And the Blue Jays have the tying run in scoring position. No shot of getting Alomar in. So it's 3-0 to Fernandez. There's a strike to get it to 3-1. High fastball, ball 4. Fernandez draws the walk. So now, first and second, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Indians lead it 2-1. But Jose Bautista, 1 for 3 with a double, comes in here with the tying and lead runs on base. Fields misses down low. Josh Gibson waits on deck for the Blue Jays. Joe Smith wants no part of Josh Gibson with the bases loaded. Fastball misses inside. 2-0. Fields again. There's a call of strike. One pitch. This is down low. 3-1. There you see Gibson hoping for an opportunity with the bases due. Good hitters count here for Bautista. 3-1 off. Fouls that one off. That was down around the knee. Borderline pitch. He's going after and fouled it off. Now the runners will be in motion here with 2 outs at the count full. Smith delivers. Bautista pulls it down. Two offering again. Foul off. Ball inside, Bautista fights it off. This takes his time. Now delivers. Down to third. Ramirez dives, knocks it down. He's not going to have... I was closer than I thought it was. I didn't think he was going to have any play on Bautista, but Ramirez scoops it up, throws the first. But Bautista does beat it by a half a step. So Jose Ramirez saves a run here. That ball down the line, that scores 1 and possibly 2. But now, it's Josh Gibson. Gibson 1 for 3. Fastball misses away. Gibson homered his last time up for the lone Blue Jays run. Smith didn't have those saves. I would have pulled him by now. Seems that they have put him in as the closer. Process. I'm going to let you keep pitching. Bases stacked. 2-0 pitch to Gibson. Fastball on the outside corner as Wayne March joins us. How are you, Wayne? Good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well with you, sir. A very happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend. 2-1 from Smith. Gibson down to first. Tomey has it, takes it to the bag, and Joe Smith walks the tightrope, but gets out of the jam. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Indians still hold their lead. It's 2-1 Cleveland.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
So here's Jason Frazier.
Number 54. Leading off for Cleveland.
Danton works
third baseman.
Between 7th, and now Frazier will work the 8th. He will face Jose Ramirez. Fastball. Ooh. That looked low. They call it a strike. There. Frazier's ahead of him 0-2. Frazier delivers. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, fastball fans. Jose Ramirez. There's one away here in the bottom of the 8th.
The batter, number 14.
Bob Feller started for the Tribe. He struck out 11 over 7 1/3. Allowed only 3 hits. Trying to get the bullpen to get them to the finish line. The only blemish on Feller, a Josh Gibson home run in the 7th. There, mixes up high. Eichhorn back up and throwing in the Toronto bullpen. The right-hander, Ted Lilly, the left-hander, has just joined him. Kobe tries to hold up his swing. Unsuccessfully, and it's 2-2. Popped up to first, Olerud puts it away for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Ray Chapman.
So here's Ray Chapman. Chapman 2 for 3 on the day. He's got a pair of singles. Let's see what Cleveland does with the top of the 9th. Again, Joe Smith had a couple saves this year, but he walked a tightrope to get out of that top of the 8th. You have Emmanuel Clase warming. What is foul number? Ball in for a call strike. Oh, 0-2 the count. High fastball trying to go up the ladder on him. Chapman doesn't chase that one. Smash to short. Low liner. Fernandez picks it before it hits the dirt. And the side is retired. So, good pitcher's duel here in Cleveland. Bullpens are in it now. And Emmanuel Clase is going to come in and try to wrap this one up for the Tribe. 1-0. He's also got a save in 3 appearances. A 5.4 ERA. Again, 3 in the 3rd innings work. So the ERA speed kind of needed. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy 0 for 3. Struck out his last time up. That ball misses down low. One 0 from Clase. Ball there is a ball strike. 1-1 to count. Clase feels good. Slider there. Vladdy way out in front of him. Goes for 1-2. Here's the 1-2 offer. Out to right field, going back a couple steps. Dolby is there, makes the grab for out number 1.
The batter, number 9.
So that'll bring up Olerud. He's 0 for 3. He's 0 for 11 in the series. Toronto doesn't have any lefty bats on the bench. Still trust Olerud to be a good professional hitter with good at bats. His recent cold spell notwithstanding. 0-1 pitch from Clase, and that's why. Olerud deep down the right field line, but foul. A foot and a half outside the pole. Olerud almost ties this game up. Instead, it's just a long, loud strike. Fastball, Olerud fouls it off. And this guy reminds me of a player who played with Ricky Henderson. I gotta tell you, man, I was so disappointed to learn from Olerud that story was made up. Because that was such a classic Ricky Henderson story. It was totally believable. Olerud like shattered so many people when he said that story didn't really happen. 1-2 pitch, fastball, misses up high. 2-2 the count. 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses down and in. Yeah, the way, no joke, no joke. High fly ball. Olerud gets a hold of this one, and this one's staying fair, and this one's leaving the yard. We're tied. Tie ball game. John Olerud, his second home run of the year, his first hit of the series. Emmanuel Clase blows the save, and we're tied at 2 in Cleveland. John Olerud goes yard. Without fail, a late broadcast will go extra inning. Olerud goes deep, and we are tied at 2. Hanging slider from Clase up in the zone. And Olerud, who tattooed a pitch earlier this at-bat, 1.5 feet outside the foul pole, this time puts it fair and gone. Bo Bichette is going to be brought on to pinch hit for Toronto. They've had 200 so far this season. Fastball to call strike. Clutch homer from John Olerud. Slider misses away. Jose Mesa and Steve Carthay throwing in the Cleveland. Pitch. Yeah, first all strike. It's 1-2. Chet out to left center field. Manny's going to have to play that one on the hop. It's a bloop single for Bo Bichette. And it's a 1-out base runner here in the top of the ninth. So after Joe Smith danced the tightrope in the eighth but got out of it, Clase has now given up a home run and a base hit here in the top of the ninth. Here's Greg Vaughn. He's 0 for 3. Cutter. In for a call of strike. One the count. Clase working very slowly. Ball up high, ball lays off. Get some fishing down in the dirt, but the runner will take second. I don't know if that was kind of a delayed steal or if he just didn't get a good jump. But Clase bounces that one. Bichette takes second. 1-2 the count as Clase works the ball. It's with the cutter down and away, 2-2. Popped up, foul ground. Colme gives chase. Near the stands makes the play for the second out. Well, just tuning in, Bob Feller was terrific for the Indians. Everett 0 for 1. He's been kind of walked twice. I know they don't have any lefty bats. Aaron Hill will come in and play cards. So you can go Even though Everett's walked twice, it's 139. We're going to let the right-handed Clint Thomas hit for him here. Thomas, 214, no homers and an RBI. Lead run is on second base. Certainly could walk, but you're not going to walk him here to face Robbie Alomar. First pitch fastball, 0-1. That one, slider, bends around the plate. 1-1 pitch. Popped up on the infield. Jose Ramirez is underneath it in foul ground. Puts it away, and the side is retired. But John Olerud goes deep off Emmanuel Clase to cost Bob Feller the win despite his terrific outing and get this game knotted 2-2 as we head to the bottom of the ninth. Thomas will stay in center.
Number 31.
And Ted Lilly, the left-hander, will come on. Lilly already making his 9th appearance of the year. 1-1, a 4.35 earned run average.
Now at third base, number 4,
Aaron Hill come in to play third. Rupert having been pinch hit for Lilly. He's coming on, lefty-lefty, is to face this man, Jim Coleman. Coleman's 1 for 2. Fastball in for a called strike. Nice one back up throwing again, as is Blue Jays closer, Brian Harvey. Oh, 1 pitch. Fastball misses up high. Without fail, the late night broadcast goes extra innings or overtime or whatever. I remember I did back when I ran the London Sports Universe hockey league, and I really wanted to do a playoff game one night. Home pulls it down to first, Olerud takes it to the bag. And I didn't even start that broadcast till like 12:30, something like that. I knew it was already late anyway. And that game went into, I think it was triple, a couple minutes into the third overtime period. It was a playoff game. And I was like, this is just the worst decision ever. So here's Victor Martinez, 0 for 3. You know what? D-Mart should actually probably be hit for. He's been so bad this year. So far. Only one righty bat off the bench for him. It's the guy who would replace him anyway. Yeah, we're going to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention. Now coming into pinch hit.
Yeah, exactly, Dwayne. The game knows. It's like, yeah, all right, we're going to keep you here a while. So Jima, 229, 2 homers, 3 RBI. One pitch from Lilly. Changed up, this is down low. And he lost and waits on deck. Ball there, 3-1. You can see a loss. Billy deals. Kojima fouls it off. Remember, Cleveland, if he gets on, Cleveland can't run for Kojima because they don't have anybody else who can play catch. Kojima would have to run for himself. Into center, and he will have to run for himself. 1-out single for Kojima here in the bottom of the ninth.
Now batting, number 7.
Kojima trying to spark something here. from the Indians. Here's Lofton. He's 0 for 3. With the Papa's bunt for a hit. Can't believe that's a sacrifice. 0-1. Lofton pulls that one foul. 0-2 the count. Billy deals. Fastball misses up high. 1-2 the count. Lofton dunks one out into right field. Ranging over, though, is Alomar. Nice play by Robbie for the second out.
Now batting, number 0.
So Alomar makes the play there. 2 away. Here's Lodgeway. He's 0 for 3. Billy from the set. Curveball. In for a ball strike. Could take a Lily out. Lodgeway fouls it off, and now Lily's ahead of him 0-2. Ball there is fouled off. Lodgeway had his best season a year ago. Guys, this one to right. Coming on is Batista, puts it away, and we've got free baseball in Cleveland. So, top of the order will come up for the Jays. We head to the 10th, 2-2. Alomar, Fernandez, and Bautista, 2 up.
Your attention, please.
Now 51 LA, really enjoying the season so far. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, it's been fun. I'm very happy to be doing baseball again. Fosse, 23 pitches last inning, and he gave up a run. I don't think he can be the guy here. Let's see.
Your attention, please.
Parse making his 7th appearance, 0-1, a 1.13 earned run average. Parse will face Roberto Alomar. Probably got like 5 minutes of recording left to do for the mid-season Franchise Arts Football League mid-season report video with the leaderboards and trade deadline and all that stuff. And I've also got 3 boxing cards that I have to do the voiceovers and placards and stuff like that for. We'll get the boxing back on the channel as well. Loop shot to left, and that's going to be a leadoff double from Roberto Alomar. So Alomar, his 4th double of the year, he dunks this one out in the left field towards the line. No way Manny Ramirez was getting anywhere near that. So now the lead run is on second base here in the top of the 10th. Legitimately, not any of that ghost runner bullshit. Here's Tony Fernandez. Fernandez 0 for 3. 5 for 11 in the series. Curveball misses down low. On and 1 to count. Marte deals. That one's pulled down. Appreciate you all tuning in for some late night baseball. I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. Out in the center, slicing away from Lofton. He'll get there though. Alomar's going to tag though and try to go to third. Lofton not a great throwing arm, and Alomar tags up, and now the lead run is 90 feet away. So now, if you're Parsay, it's not a walk-off situation. You do have bats who would have to come up. So the idea of like walking Bautista and Gibson to load the bases. If there was 2 outs, I would consider it. 1 out, I think that's playing with fire. We're gonna let Parsay try to get through this legitimately. He's the 2 for 4. Putting 3 base runners on. And if it was 2 outs, then you just need 1 out and that's it. But you need 2 outs. I don't agree with that situation, although I know it's how it would be done by several. 1-1 the count. Parsay deal. Ooh, that looked like a good curveball. Parsay won in the call. He doesn't get it. It's 2-1. Fastball up and in and gets the call, and now it's 2-2. Ground ball. Past the diving Chapman, base hit, RBI single. And the Blue Jays have taken a 3-2 lead. Jose Bautista comes through against Steve Parsay. The infield was drawn in. Chapman dives, can't come up with it, and Alomar comes in to score. 3-2 Toronto. Now, here's Josh Gibson. Gibson is 1 for 4. Changed up the ball and strike. A little bit. Bautista actually got that a little bit towards the end of the net. Still had enough on it to get it past Chapman. It was drawn in onto the infield grass. Changed up, misses down and in. Long on a miss there. It's 1-2. Now the crowd on its collective feet here in Cleveland trying to get Steve Parsay through this without any further damage. Gibson is already homered in this game. In the dirt, it's 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Gibson scored that one with foul. 2-2 offering from Carson. Inside, 3-2. Well, the crowd is booing the umpire or Carson in that spot. Full count offering from Steve Parsay to Josh Gibson. Gibson down the right field line, foul. Pitch. Shot snared by Lodgeway. Nice play. Napoleon Lodgeway at second takes a hit away from Josh Gibson, who hit that ball on the screw. So now 2 away. Here's Guerrero. Gotta believe we will see Brian Harvey in the bottom of the 10th for Toronto. Change up is in for a called strike. Down in the dirt. Block nice. Tied with him. Ripped in the center. That's a base hit. Lofton comes up throwing. Runner will hold at second. Guerrero all over that one. Stalled that ball into center field. So now here's John Olerud. Last time up in the ninth, Olerud did this to Emmanuel's blocked A, put it out into the seats to tie the game at 2. Mercer was up before, but he was not now. I guess it's time. But I don't like the way Carthay's throwing here. So, despite the platoon not being really in effect, Jose Mesa going to come on to make his second appearance. He were 2 scoreless in his first outing. Mesa's a rookie, by the way. And now he will deal with John Olerud. Olerud won before, but that one was the big one, as we just mentioned. Ryder misses outside. Set. Delivers. Olerud. High five all the right field. Olerud gets a good piece of this one. Doby's back on the track and puts it away. John Olerud barely misses his second home run of the game. But Jose Bautista breaks the tie. We head to the bottom of the 10th here in Cleveland. Blue Jays 3 outs away from a series sweep. It's 3-2 Toronto. So here's Brian Harvey. Harvey has only had an opportunity to pitch once so far this year. He got the save. And Blue Jays entered tonight only 5-10. And that's winning the first 2 games of this series. So they were 3-10 at one point. Here's Al Rosen. Rosen 2 for 4. He's homered in the first. First pitch fastball from Harvey. Rosen fouls it off. Oh, 1 pitch. Fastball misses down low. Fastball. Ooh, that looks like a good pitch. Ball outside. 2-1. Swung on and miss. Good cheddar there from Harvey. And the count goes to 2-2. Harvey delivers. Down in the dirt, Rosen won't chase. Manny Ramirez waits on deck. Fastball misses outside for ball 4. So Rosen draws the walk. Here's Manny, 1 for 3 with a single. Indians pinch run. Rosen's 43. Might need Jimenez to hit, though. Hey, you know what? We use the base better. Use Jimenez. So Andres Jimenez comes on as the tying run. The run from Rosen here as Manny Ramirez steps in to face Brian Harvey here in the bottom of the 10th. Fastball and ball strike. I'll be doing some moundscaping before his next pitch. Oh, 0-1 the count. Harvey deals. Fastball at the knees, and now it's 0-2. Good work there from Harvey. Don't want to leave something up that Manny could put up into the seats. 2 pitch. Ball misses away. 1-2 the count. Good deal. And he fouls it off. Pitch coming from Harvey. Fastball up and in, and Manny goes chasing. Harvey fans him for the first out here in the bottom of the 10th. That pitch is well out of the zone. It rode up and in, and Manny swings underneath it. So 1 away. Here's Jose Ramirez. Ramirez is over 4. Ball called strike. Jose Ramirez 3 for 11 with a homer in the series. Ball off the plate. On 1 the count, throw over to first, and then dives back in. One off. Short ball from Harvey just after that. Two on pitch. In there for a call strike. It's 2-2. Now we'll see what Harvey deals with. Menace still has not been sent to try to steal second and get into scoring position as the tying run. 2-2 pitch. Ramirez out to left field. Vaughn is right there, puts it away, and the Indians are down to their final out.
The batter, number 14.
So now it's up to Dolby. Dolby is 0 for 4. Popped out his last time up. Dolby Indians send Jimenez. First pitch fastball from Harvey right down the middle. First ball strike. Ball was called that fourth ball. That ball didn't look like it had a lot of movement. Regardless, it misses down low. 1-1 the count. Harvey deals. Ball misses down low again. It's 2-1. Three and 1. Ray Chapman waits on deck. He's had himself a good day. He's hoping for an opportunity here. 3-1 pitch. In there for a called strike. So now, runner on first, 2 outs, full count. So Jimenez will get a head start here. Harvey throws over to first and see if he can catch him a little bit off guard. Jimenez gets back to the bench. Ryan Harvey from the set. 3-2 pitch. So he fouls it off. On the set again. Delivered. High fastball, ball 4. And the tying run will get moved into scoring position. The winning run is now on first base. Here's Chapman, 2 for 4, a pair of singles on the day. We've had a good one for you here in Cleveland tonight. First pitch, fourth ball from Harvey, in for a called strike. And you see, both teams have left 9 on base. field. In there for a called strike, and now he's ahead of Chapman 0-2. Now we'll see what Harvey Gibson to in his arsenal. 0-2 pitch. Gets him with the fastball, strike three. 3 pitches, and Harvey fans Chapman to end the ball game. And the Blue Jays tie it in the 9th. They win it in the 10th. And complete the 3-game sweep of the Indians here in Cleveland. A sensational effort from Bob Feller gets wasted. Ted Lilly gets the win. Steve Carsey takes the loss. Harvey picks up the stage. Bob Feller, despite a terrific effort, gets nothing to show for his effort. 7 1/3 inning. 1 run. Struck out 11. Blue Jays, 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Indians, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. John Olderud gets player of the game for the game-tying home run, although I do still think that Feller should probably get player of the game, even in the loss. But I know that's not how those things usually work. Al Rosen homers for the Indians, John Olderud homers for the Blue Jays. And the Jays complete the sweep in 10 innings here in Cleveland. Greatly appreciate you all tuning in. Channel 51 LA was here. Our good friend Dwayne Marsh was here. Tim, the baseball fan, was also in the house, as was Low Quality Simmer. Appreciate you guys being in the chat. Appreciate any time you all give me. Watching live, watching on tape delay, no real matter. Appreciate you all regardless. Bang that like button if you haven't as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And please do have yourselves a wonderful Thanksgiving. Be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Jays take down the Indians 3-2 in Cleveland.